We are up early this morning. Good morning. Unmute yourselves.
Good morning.
Listen, I know what a gift it is to get y'all to get up this early this morning on a Thursday, child, and y'all looking fabulous and beautiful. I was like, you really gonna do this for Babz? And she better not ask it again.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Only you.
And listen, I love having women on because this Women's History Month, and y'all are some of the best women I know. And you're working in a theater that I adore, and you're bringing a play by a Black woman. Woo! Y'all are bringing in March with the bang. How y'all doing?
Great. So good to be back with you, Babz. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. You're taking a turn as the director for this one. Alice Childress's Trouble in Mind. Tell me about this.
Oh, this is such a beautiful play, and it's had such a journey as a play itself. Right. And so written in the 1950s on the trajectory to Broadway, and then was really stopped right there as it was on its way to Broadway, because they wanted our playwright to compromise her play. Right. They wanted her to change it. They wanted her to make it easier for white audiences. Right. They wanted to really remove what is so beautiful about the play. Right. And so she said no. And then the play really just kind of, it had many small productions, but it really didn't get its due until 2021, right?
Yes.
So, yes. And so now you're seeing it pop up all over the country with these productions. And we really, we're always trying to bring great art to New Haven. There is so much great art in New Haven. And so that's why this has always been on our list to produce. And really, it's about the intersection of the play, right? Really wanting to do this play, bring it to New Haven, and having those actors that can really fulfill these roles. And we are sitting with one today, Tamika Petway.
With the fabulous and talented Tamika, who could be anywhere from 15 to 75. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she could play them roles. Like, girl, how old are you? What is happening?
Oh.
So what made you say yes to this, Tamika Petway? Because I've seen you in some collective consciousness things and not collective consciousness things. Mm-hmm. What makes you say yes to this particular role? And who are you in this play?
I'm going to be honest. Well, first of all, it's so good to see you. It's really nice to be back, and good morning. So I would say, for one, Jenny knows I always say yes to CCT. So that goes without question. It's one of those things where I've worked with CCT so many times and for so long that I truly trust any production that they put on. So when it comes to any roles that they have that, I am a fit for and they are willing to have me, I'm willing to do. It's a beautiful role. When I read the play, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's one of those roles that it stretches me and it challenges me so much. And the writer, she's amazing. I mean, I think in rehearsals, the entire cast is like, who thinks like this? How do you write something so amazing? It's so good. I want to see the show. Okay. I want to see it. And I can't wait for everybody to come see this show. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Tell us who you are in the play. Who's your character?
I play Willetta Mayer. She is a well-seasoned actress, and she is still holding on tight to her dream of being, you know, an actress. And so you're going to see her hold on, fight to hold on to
Wow.
what she wants.
So Jenny, how big is this cast?
You know, we really started off when we came back from the pandemic with barbecue with 10, right, which was one of the biggest that we had done. And we have kind of stayed with that theme for a bit. You know, Fairview also was a big cast. So this has 9 actors, which for us is a bit of a bigger cast. But that just means more greatness on the stage. We have, I mean, truly, I know we say this with every show, but it is absolutely true. We have just a really phenomenal cast, and they're not only incredibly talented, as is every CCT production, they are bringing such care to the role and to the room. And that's really what makes CCT productions so special. So we're really
you're doing
excited.
this play. When is it set? Like, is it set in 1955, or
did
you take another turn with it?
No, we kept it right in the period, which is unique for us. We've only done a couple period pieces, Detroit 67, The Mountaintop, and then this is one of them. Typically, we do very new plays because that's really one of our missions, new unproduced plays. But this is one that's going to be set right in the 50s. So the costumes are fabulous.
So Tamika, do you like this era? Did you know much about this era? Do you like stepping into to things that take you back to a different time?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't that familiar with the era, right? You know, a little bit about history or relatives who kind of lived back then. I would say surprisingly, you'll be surprised with how similar it is to today. It's like, you know, the look and maybe slightly a bit of the vernacular. You'll hear that it's a timepiece, but it's so relevant. And even honestly, some of the vernacular, like I have a phrase that I say, and I was in the car with my mom, and she said the same exact thing, and I'm like, Mom, really? Oh, okay. So it's in the 50s, but you know, I love it. It's the set is beautiful. It definitely takes you back into time. But it's you know, fortunately and unfortunately, it's very relevant to
I was thinking that it would, because collective consciousness. I mean, collective and consciousness is the name of the theater. So I imagine everything that comes forth from y'all is gonna take you somewhere and give you some thought-provoking time to, you know, work through whatever the issue is in front of you. And we've seen it with families and work and all these other kinds of things. So Jenny, tell me, what made you say yes to directing this? Because you don't have to direct. You could.
I don't. It's true. It's true. I wear a lot of hats at CCT. Happy to. You know, I think for me, my artistic vehicle is directing, right? So I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to direct every year with CCT. So it's always a win for me. I'm a big believer in continuing to fuel and fill your artistic cup. So that's really always, you know, when Dexter and I talk about the season and what we're going to be doing, you know, as much as we also like to bring in guest directors, and that's still always something we want to do. You know, I said yes to this play. This play has our playwright, like Tamika said, you know, 1955, but I think the New York Times said, you know, when the production came in 2021, it's 66 years late and right on time. Right. And I think it's just a perfect way to really talk about this play. And beyond the play, talking about systemic racism in theater and in the art industry, misogyny, like so much is happening at this time. We're on the edge of desegregation, right? Talking about the relationship between the actor and the director, which is something that I'm always interested in this play. It is a cast of people of color and white folks, right? Which in 1955, right, already we're walking into something that has tension, and then you have a white male director, and so just looking at those different relationships, how we enter the space, you know, and really trying to treat people with care in this space, and then observing this play. And the different ways it shows up on stage for them. So that was really interesting to me, the relationship between the director and the actors.
So Tamika, does this play make you feel like art imitating life? I mean, you're a working actor, so and I know, and maybe I could be wrong, but some of this has got to touch home for you a little bit, like directors who see you one way and you see something another way, or you come with some experiences that the director can't quite understand or put
Oh
their finger
yeah.
on. Like, how do you tell me something about that? Like, do you still encounter those kinds of relationships?
I actually encountered it one time that really stands out in my head, where in my mind, I read the script. I played a mother of a son who things were happening to. And as I'm reading the script, I'm like, a mother wouldn't do this. A mother, and here I am. So that was real life. Tamika going to the director. We're in rehearsal, and I'm stopping, like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? So and he's like, no, go in harder, fight harder, like get meaner. And I'm just like, I'm a mom in real life. This is not real, honestly. And I remember going home, I called friends, I called families, I called people of different cultural backgrounds. Like, is this what people do? And it was hard to really kind of like justify with that. So it's funny that in its play, Willetta kind of runs into the same thing. And yeah, so what I'll say is, yes, I have experienced it. So I definitely could relate to that struggle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, as a working actor, do you feel like since the time you started to where you are now, does the path feel like it's opening wider for opportunity for you being heard as an actor? Like,
I say it's a balance. I would say it's a balance. I don't say not quite there, but I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of amazing folks who are willing to hear me. Thankfully, that hasn't been the majority of my experience. I would say the majority of the theaters and groups and productions I've been a part of, it's been a collective effort, and people are really open to hearing artistic, perspectives outside of, right, the folks who are the writers or who are directing.
I love that. That gives me hope. All right, Jenny. So when does this play land? When is opening night? How long does it run? How do people see it? When are we seeing it? Where is it at?
Yeah. So we open, previews start next Thursday, so March 12th.
Wow.
Yeah, we are in it, and we are ready. We are so ready. And we are running through the 29th. So we're always, on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have a couple Sunday matinees. Always a reminder that Thursdays are pay what you can at CCT. You can give us $1 million or $1 or anywhere in between, but everybody's welcome at CCT. And we are at Bregamos Community Theater again.
Oh, are you?
Yes,
okay.
we are.
Okay.
Yeah, we love working with Raf, truly one of the pillars of our community. And we are there in the space again. So come to Bregamos to see a CCT production. And tickets are on sale through our website.
That's why I always ask, because New Haven is blessed with all these little places where plays can happen, and so I didn't want to be like, well, they're on Peck Street. They kind of are, but Ramos is around the block. So.
Right.
All right. So what do you want people to take away from this play, both of you? Because it was 1955. Jenny, you said it. It's it's right when things are happening. It's the country is in a state. What do you want people when they come in? Because every play that happens with collective consciousness is thought provoking. Like you walk out of there like, oh my God, So what do you want? What do you hope people will get?
Tamika, I want to just hold space.
Oh, sure. I think this play truly inspires it. From my perspective, it could inspire people to truly hold ground to the things that they believe in and that are near and dear and true to them. And outside of that, I would say get ready for a ride. It's such a ride, and all of the characters bring such meaning to the play. This play is gonna land with almost anybody and for many different reasons because I feel like this cast is, I feel like we're a body, right? And if you miss a limb, is off. It's not right. It's not quite right. So I think we're just kind of like one body of a play. Everybody has a solid, useful function, useful purpose. And I think that's almost rare to see in a play where everybody is has a very important part, something very important to say and something very important to bring to the production, and that I think everybody's going to leave a mark. But I would say for Willetta specifically, hold on, don't give up, and truly, it means something when you stand up for what you believe in, even if you pay a little price for it.
Yeah. So Jenny, tell me about the cast before you get off. Get off. Tell me about the cast because you all pride yourself on working with local folks and bringing folks in, and so it's a real collective endeavor. Talk about this cast that you've assembled for this.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I mean, getting to work with Tamika again, I think our fifth show together, sixth show, Tamika. I mean, you and I have such a history working together. So that's just been like an absolute dream getting to work with you on this production. What's really great about the show, since we have 9 actors, we have some, CCT regulars coming back, folks that have been in shows. I have Josh Eady, I have Griffin Culp, I have Nick Featherston from Fairview, right? I have a lot of folks coming back to work with us, which we absolutely love. We love old friends. And we have some new friends. So we actually have about 5 new actors that we're working with on the show. Josiah Rowe, Raisa Karim. We have some amazing folks that are working with us for the very first time. Some of them, it is their first production out of college.
Wow.
Yes, we feel honored and take very seriously that first production, right? To set the tone for, although we are a non-union house, we treat everyone like a professional. They are a professional artist in our house, and giving them that care and respect that they deserve. So
they're going to be spoiled.
I know. We set the bar high because that's how artists deserve to be treated, and what they bring to the space. So I'm just really thrilled with the cast and getting to work with our designers, right? Jamie Burnett, David Sepulveda, right? We have a new costume designer we're working with, Micah, and then bringing back Michelle Burns, who's actually done quite a bit of acting with us and now is assistant directing with me, and that's been a joy just to bring back some folks we love to work with. So it's a really great assembly of wonderful people in the room.
So tell me about this season, because is this the first show of the season?
This is our second. We usually just do, 2 or 3 for us. So we did Brocology in the fall at Bregamos, which really audiences were so moved by a play and a theme that we'd really never touched on before, the caregiver, right? Yeah. And that the joy and the weight of being a caregiver, and also the person that is walking through that, right? Your children caring for you and aging parents. And I think that really struck a chord with a lot of people. They felt seen, which is really what we're trying to do in our plays. Either you're going to learn something new from an experience that maybe isn't your own, or you're going to feel validated because you feel seen on the stage. And that's really what we're trying to do at CCT. Not answer questions, just ask questions about ourselves.
Well, I will say you have some of the most talented people working at Collective Consciousness. You always assemble an amazing team. The sets are phenomenal. Some of the best sets I've ever seen anywhere. And I know y'all ain't working with millions of dollars over there. So it is phenomenal what y'all are able to deliver to the community in a way that is like a high level of professionalism for the eye and for the heart and for the mind. Like, it's just incredible what y'all do.
I appreciate you saying that. And if there's anyone out there that wants to give us $1 million, just imagine what we could do, right? I mean, right?
Do more plays
with so little, because it's a labor of love. Right? Yeah. People come to the space because they believe in social justice, right? And believe in the mission of CCT, which has been our mission from the beginning for almost 20 years. We're coming into our 20th year.
Wow.
I know. But if we had those extra resources, just imagine the scope of what we could do. And we're excited about that. That's on the way.
I love it. All right, everybody. So the show goes into what previews next week, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yeah.
And so it gets started. And so every weekend after that until the end of March.
Right. And we have 2 Sunday matinees by popular demand. We added an additional Sunday matinee. So the 22nd and the 29th Sunday matinees, tickets are flying. So get them today so you can catch this truly amazing show. And just to bring it back, Babz, as it's Women's History Month,
yes,
really honoring our playwright. Our playwright deserves all the honor, and we center her in every rehearsal. She will be centered in every performance. This is for her.
I like that. Thank you. Thank you all for getting up early this morning and sharing your time and talents with me. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to see this. And I'm super excited to see it during Women's History Month. So thank y'all. It's lovely to see you, Jenny Nelson and Tamika Petway. I can't wait to see y'all in the spaces that you call home. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all. Be safe out there.
I know. You too. Take care. Bye, Tamika.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Harry.
Thanks, Harry. Bye.
All right. See you later.
Feel free to jump right on off. There you go.
I'm trying to figure it out. Okay.
I know, right? Technology.
Right.